Zillow recently named Jacksonville, Florida the second hottest housing market in the country. This is huge news. So in this video, we'll not only dive into Zillow's thoughts, but we'll give you a couple of our reasonings why we believe Jacksonville, Florida is the place to be. Let's get started. Hello everybody, my name is Valiant Broussard, talking real estate in Jacksonville, Florida. Now, Zillow recently released an article naming Jacksonville, Florida the second hottest housing market in the country. Now, the article does outline Tampa. However, because both our cities and markets share so many similarities, the data information still applies. So we're gonna dive right in. Now, we will leave the link in the description directly to the article so you can follow along. But almost immediately, Zillow references here, the Sun Belt dominates Zillow's list of hottest housing markets for the second year in a row. Tampa, Jacksonville, Raleigh, San Antonio, and Charlotte are expected to lead the U.S. And what's interesting is almost immediately they reference the polar opposite. The coolest markets of the year are expected to be New York, Milwaukee, San Francisco, Chicago, and San Jose. And we've already seen this, right? Families all through 2021 migrating in droves from the major cities on down to the Sun Belt, particularly Florida. And we see that continuing in 2022. And then they go into the first major point of the article here, price growth. Home value growth in 2021 broke records both nationally and in many local markets. The growth has been fueled by historic low mortgage rates, influenced decisions on where households want to live, and demographic shifts. Now, I know for Jacksonville specifically, we experienced a 20% rise in overall home values, and experts expect that to increase to 22% through November 2022. But look, folks, we can go deep into the data and statistics. We've all seen the headlines. Home values grew like crazy over 2021. But at the end of the day, it was a 100K spread in most markets. If your home 16 months ago was worth $300,000, chances are right now it's worth $400,000. If your home 16 months ago was worth $400,000, chances are it's worth $500,000. Give a little there, take a little here. At the end of the day, what we've seen across the nation, for the most part, it's been a 100K spread. Jumping back into the Zillow article here, the next major point they reference here is the inventory and velocity. Both restrictive supply overall, fewer sellers willing to sell, and sky-high demand both led to low inventory in 2021. Now, there is no denying that it was definitely difficult, and some would even say a struggle, for buyers in 2021 to purchase a new home, and unfortunately, that may seep into 2022 as well. But that's the great thing about Jacksonville, Florida. I believe we're amongst the first to finally see inventory catch up. Finally see homes sitting on the market just a little bit longer. I mean, we're already seeing it not only with our own in-house listings, but more and more we're seeing less and less multiple offer scenarios. It looks like the third thing they referenced is the job markets and buildings. And it looks like they take a deep dive into payroll changes. And they also talk about major job gains in cities such as Phoenix, Austin, Jacksonville, Dallas, Raleigh, and San Antonio once again. Now, as I mentioned in one of my previous videos, even though Jacksonville, Florida has one of the lowest unemployment rates in the country at only 4.4%, this is where Jacksonville has lacked in the past. Because Jacksonville, Florida has always been known for the two M's, military and medical, we've actually never been thought of as a major metropolis, such as your LAs or Chicagos or New Yorks or Miamis. And I don't see this changing in the near future. However, what we do see changing is the major growth in the job market. It's almost like every single week it's another company not only moving their employees to the Jacksonville area, but their headquarters as well. And this includes big tech. Then it looks like one more major thing Zillow references here in their article is the different demographics in the housing market. Baby boomers and millennials represent two enormous generations, both very active in the housing market. Boomers are hardly exiting the market as they age, staying active and purchasing homes in the Sun Belt as they retire and or move to be closer to grandchildren, etc. And it looks like millennials are playing a major part in the housing market as well. And that's what we're seeing across the board. Just wanted to take a moment away from the video to let you know my name is Valiant.
And I'm Heather.
If you're considering moving to the Jacksonville area, please reach out to us. We'd love to guide you through the process.
So if you have any questions, please give us a call.
Now, back to the video. So, why do we believe Zillow chose Jacksonville, Florida as the second hottest housing market going into 2022 and beyond? Well, two reasons, two advantages, two aces in the hole, if you will. Number one, Jacksonville is very large, as we know. But what goes overlooked sometimes is Jacksonville, Florida has surrounding cities. For the sake of this video, we'll call them mini markets. Now, as you can see, some of these cities include Ponte Vedra, St. John's, also known as St. Augustine, Florida, Amelia Island, and Callahan, just to name a few. Now, a lot of these families who live in these surrounding cities will come to Jacksonville to work. And some of these families will move to Jacksonville a lot of times when their kids get into school, because Jacksonville has such high-rated schools. And at times when kids leave the nest, they may end up selling that property and going back to the originating city. And you can see it creates this circular reaction, not only of fusing the Jacksonville economy, but the housing market as well. The next reason is Jacksonville is in the middle of a new construction explosion. It seems like every day at any given time that I'm on the road, it's another new construction community breaking ground. And being that Jacksonville is amongst the largest cities in the US via landmass, it's like we never run out of land to build a new construction home. So in the event that other markets around the country ever ran out of space for new construction homes, we can just keep building.
If you're looking to learn more about moving to Jacksonville, watch this video right here.